Hi, I'm Desmond Parado. I am the partner training manager here at Vertical Response. And if you have any questions during the webinar, over in the webinar, go to webinar. You'll see a place for questions. If you have questions throughout any part of the webinar, I want to encourage you guys to ask questions because what I'm going to talk about is vertical response, how we fit into the competitive marketplace. The webinar should be about a half hour long, and I'm going to go ahead and record the webinar so that way if you want to view it later on, I'll send out the link to the recorded video plus the slide deck to everybody who's registered. So to jump right into what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk a little bit about who our competitors are, because in this day and age there is a lot of them in our marketplace. We're going to talk about how vertical response itself stands up against the competition in regards to reputation. We've been around for about 12, 13 years now, and things have really changed over the past 12, 13 years. We're going to go over some of the things that make vertical response stand out, what we kind of do better and what our goals are. We're going to go over some of the information on the API that we have available, because we do have one of the best APIs that are out there. And then we're going to also cover a little bit about what you can look forward to from vertical response. So there's a few listed here, of our competitors, and these are ones that you probably see, over again when you're out there looking for an email service provider like Vertical Response. We have MailChimp, we have iContact, Constant Contact, Aweber, Responsys. There's a lot of different ones. We have Marketo out there. There's so many that it's really hard to keep up with which one is going to suit your company the best. One of the things about partnering with Vertical Response is the fact that not only do you get to use Vertical Response for your own business, but you can offer it as a branded solution for your customers. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump into what our reputation is, why Vertical Response is a very reputable company. Like I said, we've been around for about 12, 13 years now, and the one thing we've maintained consistently over that time is our deliverability rate. 98% deliverability, and for those of you who are not familiar with the term deliverability, what that means is it's 98% of the time we're going to get your emails to the recipient's inbox. Generally, there's a difference in percentage of deliverability from B2B business and B2C businesses. Basically, B2C is probably going to have a lot more Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, Comcast, Roadrunner. We're going to have a lot more of those type of email addresses, and we're going to be whitelisted with all of those major ISPs. When you get into business to business, you may see different reporting, but we still get past those filters, and we have knowledgeable people here to help you actually get your emails to an inbox rather than a spam folder or junk. Or just even best practices. If you need best practices, we have knowledgeable sales reps here that can actually help you improve your engagement. We've been in business, I said it twice now, 12 years, and we're going strong. We're continuing to grow in the marketplace year over year, and that says something to our customers that we have been around for 12 years, and we're not going anywhere. We are whitelisted with the major ISPs. I had mentioned that feeds into the 98% deliverability. But what that also means is that we work with them on their feedback loops and their reputation monitoring. What I mean by feedback loops, sometimes people click that spam button and it goes to Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, and they keep track of that. The feedback loops is what they use to rate an ISP or an ESP, the domain that the email is coming from, things like that. And by having a deliverability team here and an abuse team here, we're always working with them to maintain that relationship that we have. So what that means for you is that, if something actually comes up where you're not getting something delivered, our delivery team is on that and working with them to make sure that we're not blacklisted, that our domains and our senders are all good to go, things like that. And then, of course, we're 100% can spam compliant. And what that means too is that we verify, the emails that are being sent to make sure that, they have the postal address in the bottom. They have an unsubscribe link. When somebody clicks that unsubscribe, they are automatically removed from the sending, so you can't possibly send to those people again. So let's talk a little bit about the features that we have and what makes vertical response kind of stand out above the competition. These are things that we hear from our customers all the time saying, this is why we chose vertical response. First of all, we have very easy to use tools. We have 4 different tools, which is going to go from the novice to your HTML coder, who is going to write the code or work with Dreamweaver, to create your email campaigns. If you don't know HTML, that isn't an issue. It's going to be pretty easy. Drag and drop tools. You can drag it over. Tell it whether you want an image in there, whether you want image with text, and you can kind of create it pretty easily through drag and drop. We also have a WYSIWYG editor, which gives you free control over what your layout is going to look like, so that if you do know a little bit of HTML like me, I know enough about it to be a little bit dangerous in there. You can actually build your own layout with tables and cells, and you can also access the HTML in that too. And if you do know HTML or you have HTML but you don't know it very well and you just want to drop it in there and use the graphical, you can actually drop your HTML in the Canvas editor that we have, and then go to the graphical tool to modify it by the graphic. We also have 75,000 royalty-free stock images that you can use. So if you don't have necessarily all of the images that you want to use, or you think you may want to mix it up a little bit, sometimes when you're doing testing, you want to maybe change out the image just to see if one image performs better than another. We have 75,000 stock images that you can choose from through the media library. Image editing tools, we covered that a little bit. We have the Canvas tool. We have a free-form HTML editor. We also have one that's drag and drop, like I mentioned, and then also we have just a text only if you don't need images and you just want to send kind of transactional emails, kind of look like it's coming from just an email that you're sending from your own Outlook. We have that available as well. We have social marketing tools, and in today's marketing environment, people are not only doing email anymore, they're also on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and they're doing complete campaigns from head to toe just on social media. And we have a social tool that will allow you to plan out months worth of posts to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. It gives you suggested content, so if you're not sure what to post and you want to kind of boost up your likes on your Facebook, we give you the tools to do that. It's a really cool tool. If you haven't seen it or you haven't jumped in there, I recommend checking it out. You can also respond to tweets and retweets and Facebook comments directly from this tool as well. So it's a one-stop shop for all of your social media campaigns. The other thing that actually makes us stand out too is we have award-winning support team. As a partner, you get access to our VIP partner support, and they will respond to emails within 4 hours. They're here from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday for phone. They're also available by email on weekends. We have chat support, and we also even support through Twitter posts. So we're always monitoring the Twitter to see if there's any questions there. But we have so many different levels to provide support to our customers. The support team basically will, they're experienced, they've been here for years, they know the tools inside out, so they can help you with your email. If you have questions on how to boost your engagements, they know all the best practices. They're really here to support our customers, and they do a great job with that. The VIP support, again, as a partner, you would have access to that. I'll talk a little bit about how to reach them later on. And we also have account management advisors. So if you're not sure how to use your account, if you want to go over best practices, if you want to do an account review where we go ahead and we will run your emails through our reputation monitor that we use here at Vertical Response with our delivery team, we can actually run it through and see how it performs against spam filters. Which emails are going to be picked up by Outlook with spam words in there, things like that. Spam words constantly change every day, so you could have something that may not be picked up today, and it may be picked up tomorrow. So we have account management advisors here that will really help you dive in and get the most out of your email marketing. So we're staying strong, and we're constantly evolving. You may not realize this, but we do listen to our customers. Our customers contact us. They say, you don't have the features, you don't have this, and we listen to that. We try to add whatever we can to our tools to give you the best marketing, one-stop marketing in the cloud, so that you can actually do all of your email marketing. Our customer base is right now at about 800 users, and we are growing. When I started about 6 years ago, basically it was probably around 500,000. So we've grown just in 6 years, to almost double what it was when I started. We have many features that competitors don't have. Not only do we have the email and the social, we also have a storage library that you can store up to 25 megabytes of images absolutely free. We have a postcard tool. What a lot of people use that for is, if you send out an email with links to a product in there and you download the list of people who click to that product, sometimes it's good to follow it up with a postcard campaign, reaching them, knowing that they're interested in it. So that's a great tool to use also. We have a survey tool, so it's always good to get feedback from your customers, what you're doing right, what you may be doing wrong, what they expect, things like that. And then we have a great segmentation tool as well for you to do your split testing. If it's just an A/B split test, we recommend testing one thing at a time. You may want to put an image on the left versus the right. You may want to test your subject line. Or you may just want to, if you're selling T-shirts, you may want to have in your list, what color and size that somebody actually prefers, and then you can target them by segmenting a list and sending that out. We have multiple integrations of features for the Vertical Response tool for the email portion of it, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that when we get into the API stuff. But when I say multiple integration of features, what I really mean is we now have a partnership with Kazumi. Kazumi actually will link up to a lot of CRM systems. So if you're using a CRM out there, chances are Kazumi will sync up with it, and you can use Vertical Response through your CRM. We also have a partnership now with Digio. And what Digio is, they allow you to upload documents or files to create a link that you can put in your emails. When somebody clicks on that link, it'll take them to the page on Digio to download it, and they give you the reporting too on who's actually downloaded those files. One thing that a lot of people have asked about over the past 6 months, we did get acquired by a company called Deluxe. And Deluxe has been around for about 100 years, and over the last probably 6 or 7 years, they've been trying to build up a marketing system for all of their customers. And now with that, nothing has changed on the email marketing side or with the Vertical Response tools, but what it also allows us to do is offer a lot more marketing for our customers. We have a sister company called Logo Mojo, who does at a very reasonable price. They will do either an upgrade to your current logo, they'll do a completely brand new logo for you, or this time of year we're seeing a lot of people who just want a holiday logo to put on their site just to make it more fun. We also work with PS Print and Hostopia, so we have a lot more things that we can actually offer our customers. And then, finally, with along the lines of staying strong and evolving, we're constantly growing year over year, which is always good to see, especially when, a few years back we started seeing a decline. We've continued to grow right through the recession. So going a little bit above and beyond email marketing, some of the things that we actually offer here that a lot of you may not know, we do custom domain branding. So if you've seen a lot of emails, especially like I like to point out Southwest Airlines, I get their email and it comes from a domain, mail newsletter.southwest.com. It's not their actual domain. And what we do here generally to keep whitelisted with the ISPs is we send out behind the scenes. You won't really see it in the inbox, but we send it out with a domain mail.vresp.com. And if you do want that to come from your own company, we do have domain branding available so that you can send it out at mail.verticalresponse.com or mail.yourcompany.com, and simply just create a subdomain on your own server and let us know. We can link those up. We offer custom email templates. So a lot of people that we have come to us, they aren't very HTML savvy. They're not very creative, and they don't know how to actually create their emails. We do offer custom email templates where one of our experts on our end will call you. They'll work with you, try to find out what you're trying to promote, what type of email you want, and then they'll take their knowledge of all of the best practices, whether it's a call to action or an effective subject line, above the fold. They'll make sure that all of that is taken care of, and they will work with you to actually get a template that you actually want. Custom logo design, I talked a little bit about that with Logo Mojo. They've done a great job. They usually have a great turnaround time. So if you're interested in that, get a hold of us, get a hold of me. I'm happy to work with you on that. The Insta Email Template Machine. It's a vertical response tool that we created because a lot of businesses, or a lot of small businesses especially, they want to get the look and feel of their own web page. So if you actually go to that URL, the https://vrlabs.verticalresponse.com, you can enter in your URL to your website, and it'll generate a template that you can choose from. Choose the colors, choose what images from your website page that you want in your email, and it could actually create that HTML code for you. And at that point there, you can add it to your account. You can send it out. You can modify it, things like that. We do also have a button builder, and I find it really cool sometimes because if you don't have buttons, you have to open Photoshop. You have to open whatever Paint or whatever you're using, and you have to kind of create that button yourself. With this button builder, you could actually create either a circle button or a rectangle button. You could type in what you want the button to say, register now, things like that. And it will give you the image to use as a button in your emails. The integration with Kazumi, we had talked about that. There is a lot of CRMs that it'll sync up with to work with vertical response. And the integration with Digio, again, is for uploading files. So API capabilities. We have a lot of developers who come to us for our API. And for those who aren't familiar with an API, what that does is it allows you to take, really the guts of vertical response email and list tools to build it into your own product. So if you have your own CRM system, or if you have your own tools and software that you want to offer your customers, email marketing and list building and things like that, you can actually build it into your own product. So when your customers go to your website and they may be using it to as its own segmentation tool, to create their targeted lists. They can do a click of a button and either go to vertical response with your branding, or they can actually go, to another page on your site, which allows them to build and send their emails. You can pull their statistics back from, from the reporting, the bounces, the clicks, the unsubscribes, all of that. So you can actually do either an iframe, which is just a frame of our own vertical response tools with your branding in it, or you can do a full custom integration so they never actually see vertical response tools at all. You can create emails using the editors. So basically, if that's what you want to do and you want to fully integrate it into your own software, you can give them the tools to create those emails. You can create your mailing lists. If they go into your software, they do their targeted segmented lists. It'll push the list to vertical response in the back end, and then they can actually send out their emails as well. You can manage images through the API. So if you have certain images that you are creating in your own software, it can push the images to vertical response as well and send it out. And then, like I said, it'll also update your reporting and pull all of that data back, who opens, clicks, bounces, unsubscribes. The one thing that a lot of people use our API for too is a feature that we don't currently have, but it is somewhere down the road and it is on the horizon. But it's trigger and drip emails. Somebody signs up and you want them to, you want an email to go out to them right away, and then you want a follow-up email to go out to them, in 2 weeks. With the API, you can actually build that too, and then autoresponders as well. So going into the future and down the road and where we're going, we've got a next generation of vertical response coming out over the next year, and we're going to be kind of rolling it out probably farther along down the road for our partners, mainly because you guys are already using our current tool, and it's going to be a challenge to get all of your sub accounts and all of your clients over to a new system. We kind of have to build that in there. But we are looking at rolling that out probably in the next 6 months or so. And some of the features, what we're looking to do with it, it's going to have a new, complete, modern overhaul of the user interface. We're simplifying things to make it easier for you to get all that information that you want in one place without having to constantly click to different areas of the tool. One of the things that I've noticed that's going to be in this tool is being able to see, click on a contact record and see the emails that they've opened. That's going to be awesome because it's not going to allow you to, you're not going to have to download a mailing list anymore just to see, those opens. You could see it right from the contact level. What we're doing is we're doing email and social marketing together in the cloud. And what I'm saying with that is, right now most email service providers, their primary focus is email, and they have a social tool on the side. What we want to do, since our market is now getting into both email and social media marketing together, we're trying to combine that into one place. If you want to view all of your social posts and all of your emails and kind of filter it out based on that, you can do that right from one screen. The reporting from the contact level covered that. Complete all-in-one email and social calendar. So what we're trying to put together is a calendar for your marketing needs that will show you the posts, when you posted, when you sent out that email. That way you get all that information right from one place. And then there's new, faster list uploads. One of the things we hear from customers now is that, I've got a list of, 100,000 people and it's taking too long to upload. We've made that faster. We've listened to that, and the speed of actually uploading the list is going to be quick. You will even be able to go to different areas of the app while that list is uploading in the background, so you don't have to stay on that screen and wait. And then the email and social reporting in one place. So it'll give you a list, and you can filter it. You'll be able to filter it if you just want to see all the tweets, if you just want to see all the emails between a certain time period, or you want to see your emails and your Facebook posts, you'll be able to be on one page and actually have access to all that and filter it based on what you need. So I'm going to open it up for questions. Again, if you have questions, go ahead and type them into the questions box on the lower right-hand side of the GoToWebinar, and I'll cover those as much as I can. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give you the information for support so that if you do need more information, you can contact us. The VIP Partner Support Team, you can reach them at 866-668-9151, or you can send an email to vip@verticalresponse.com. And if you want to reach me directly, you're more than welcome to contact me. I'm happy to answer questions. My name is Desmond Parado. My direct phone number is 415-808-6716. And if you want to call toll-free, you can go 688-683-7842 and just hit extension 6716. Or send me a quick email, desmond@verticalresponse.com. And I'm going to go ahead and check for some questions. If you have questions, let me know. And let's see here. I'm not seeing any questions, but if you do have questions later on, you can always send me an email or give me a call or contact our support team. I hope everybody enjoyed the webinar, and I look forward to talking with you guys again. Have a great Thursday. Thanks, everybody.